Hello and welcome to this video series 5 minutes on SQL. This is Mithilesh. Today we are going to discuss about DDL. That abbreviation is Data Definition Language. So the data definition language means that how we are going to define your data. That means how you're going to define your table, or that means how you're going to define your columns. So we are going to see some keywords that are used in the data definition language. So these are most commonly used keywords, which is create, drop, alter, truncate, comment, and rename. So you can see the create, as you can see in the create, for the create to create anything in the SQL, you have to follow the syntax, which is create, then the type, and then the name. So if I switch back to SQL, herein I have used the create keyword and the type, that is database, and then the database name. So if I select and run this or execute this, it is going to create the database with name testdb. I already have a table called as I already have a database called as testdb. Further, let's go ahead and create a table in this database. So if I use the same keyword again, which is create, and the type as table, and then the table name as documents, and further you can see that I have to add some columns. So if you have to add some columns, you have to add the column name and then the data type. Those are the two primary things to add any column. Further, you can say that whether the column should be a primary key or a foreign key. You can also tell that the column should not have any null values. Similarly, I have added another column, which is file name, followed by the data type, that is varchar, standing for variable character. Herein I have added variable characters of 255 length. So the length of this character entered within the file name column could not be more than 255 characters. And then I have created other columns as user ID, path, and version. Let's go ahead and run this query. So I'll just select this query, make sure that the database is selected correctly, and then hit execute. So once I hit execute, the command completed successfully. If I go ahead, right click on the table and say refresh, under tables I'll see that a documents table has been created. If I further expand this, you can see under keys column I have a primary key called as document. If I right click on this table and say select top 1000, you can see that those many columns have been created. Of course, there is no data within these columns. Let's say if I forget to add some other column in my table, I can use the alter keyword. So alter keyword, table, then the table name, add keyword, and then the column name, and followed by the data type. So if I select this and hit execute, command completed successfully. If I go ahead and select the documents table, select the top 10,000 rows, you can see I have the document type ID column added to my table. So that's it for today. Next, what we are going to look at is the DML, standing for data manipulation language, and then DCL, standing for data control language. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.